Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Brian for Brent's World. Welcome to my key. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. You're taking care of yourself and just chilling out. It's a Sunday, right? Hope you have some good plans, spend some family time. Miles is off doing something. She's always doing something. Keeps herself busy. Topic today is you hear a lot about uh people getting scammed in the Philippines. As far as it's more the men you hear about. You don't hear too much about females. I'm pretty sure it happens, but more about the males. And I'm starting to kind of think that maybe the male kind of leaves himself open for it. I mean, I could be wrong, but and I'm not trying to stick up for the females, but let's be honest, man. American, especially American men, they like to brag about their worth or what they have. You know, they talk about their house or their houses. They talk about their car or their cars, and a lot of them or they'll talk about that they own a business or they had a business and they sold it. In other words, they got money. Now they're talking to somebody that I mean all over the world. We're not just talking about the Philippines, but we're talking like Russia and Ukraine and Taiwan and Vietnam, because it happens everywhere. Africa, Nigeria. You always hear about scams. Usually Nigeria is one big one too. And it just seems to me that there might be the possibility that the person being scammed, not asked for, nobody asked, they scammed me, but they're just divulging too much information. I think that's a good way of putting it. They divulge too much information, and people are going to run with it. I'm trying to figure out how I can put this, not so, because it happens, man, and it's a sad thing where somebody's worth all the money that they worked for the whole life is gone like that. It is sad, and it's heartbreaking, especially when somebody's my age or older, where they're coming, either they're retired or ready to go, and they're making plans for their retirement, and they're going into retirement, and they meet somebody online, and the next thing you know, they have nothing, or that they have lesser than what they began with. Let me by saying this: your average Philippine woman is very conservative. Okay, they don't sit there. If you go to a beach, if you ever go to a beach in the Philippines, you'll never see, at least in your average Philippine beach. We're not talking about your tourist sites, okay? Like the beach down the road from me, okay? You will not see a Philippine woman walking around with a thong bikini on. You won't even see a Philippine woman walking around with a bikini. They usually wear a pair of shorts and a shirt with a bra underneath, or the swimsuit underneath it. Number one is they don't want the status quo in the Philippines is the darker your skin is, the poorer you are, because they're out in the sun working in the fields. So they try to keep their skin light. That's why you'll hear about they buy this whitening soap and stuff like that, because they don't want it to be look so dark. It's status quo for where you're at in life as far as where you're at. It's like bracelets. I see a lot of girls, a lot of girls and guys. I shouldn't just put it on the girls, females or males walking around with bracelets, and they don't even need it because it's status quo. You know, if you got braces, you have money. That's why they buy a lot of fake stuff, like fake handbags. And I don't know the well-known designer ones, so I'll just say fake handbags because I'm a guy, I don't know that stuff. A handbag's a handbag to me, whatever. They'll buy fake stuff because it makes them look more than what they really are. See, the Philippines, from what I see and what I've observed, the Philippines, the people of the Philippines want to look classy. But I see a lot of Philippine females here that don't have money, but they got all the class in the world just by the way they carry themselves, the way they walk, and the way they act, and the way they talk. But they don't look at it that way. They look like, if I got that designer handbag, or if I'm wearing bracelets, or if I'm wearing new clothes, my value goes up. It's just that's the way they think. And it's not a put down, it's just the way it is, the structure of it. Unfortunately, your average Philippine will earn between 3 to 500 pesos a day. We're talking $6 to $10 a day working. They get paid, most of them get paid daily. They don't get paid like once a week or once every 2 weeks. They get paid daily. Your laborers, anyway. So they don't have that much money. And if they're living out in the middle of nowhere in a province somewhere, it's going to be a lot less or nothing at all. You know, they're basically living off the land. And when they get a couple of pesos in, they're good to go. But, so, they do what they call fishing. It's called fishing. In other words, everybody in the Philippines has a Facebook. Matter of fact, they have multiple Facebook with different names. And how they do it is, some of them do it is, they'll either say their name is Mary Jo Sam's. I'm just making it up. Okay, they'll go Sam's Joe Mary on one, then Mary Jo Sam's, and then, you know, they switch their name up. So they have multiple Facebook. And they go fishing. In other words, they look and they look and they look. And they start seeing, you know, where these, you know, they'll see Americano. Everybody's Americano to them, okay? Even though you're from Germany, you're from Australia, you're from England, you're Americano. Until they find out, okay? But they go fishing. And they say, oh, here's one. Two, he's kind of old, but okay, that's fine, I don't care. They hit friend request, they go for another one. Friend request, they go for another one. Friend request. They do that. And what they're doing is they're fishing for somebody to either accept or reply to their friend request. And then when they get one, or they get multiple ones, they start talking to them. And then, if they see like one or two or three or whatever the number is, starts going in a direction where they want it to go, they get more conversation. Like, they'll send you like, oh, I've been waiting all this time for you to come online. Or they'll start playing the jealousy act on you. Where you been? What are you doing? Are you seeing somebody? You talking to somebody else? You know, that kind of thing. And then they'll try to go down the road of personal. What I mean is, what do you are? What do you have? What do you own? And 9 times out of 10, a male doesn't think with this head. That's all I'm going to say. And they start divulging information, private information, like, oh, I own a home, I own homes, I own a car, I own cars. Oh, I have a business, so I just sold my business. Even though they don't have a business, they're working as Billy Bob, the plumber, or whatever. They say, I have a business. So all of a sudden, ching, 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 the cash flow just starts going in their head. Now, and then all of a sudden, maybe a week, it could have even happened before then, you know, I love you. Okay? They're planting that flag. I love you. And you're like, oh, wow. Now, you keep in mind, most of the guys that get scammed have no lives, okay? They have nobody. They're alone. And they're finally getting attention. And then, next thing you know, I need to tell you. No, I don't want to tell you. I need to tell you. No, I don't want to tell you. I need to tell you. They get you to the point where you say, tell me what's going on. Because you're in your head, let's be honest, man, okay? Your average American always wants to fix it. You know what I'm saying? If there's a problem, we're going to fix it. Okay? I'm only speaking for Americans because I'm American. Now, I don't know what the English might do, the Australians, whatever, might do the same thing. I'm going to fix it. So they do everything they can to fix it. You know, and whatever point. I ain't got the money, but I'll fix it anyway. You know? And next thing you know, oh, my daddy's in the hospital, he needs heart surgery. I'm going to fix it. I'll send you money. Oh, my brother was in a car. My brother was in a motorcycle accident, and he's got to pay for this and that and this and this. I'll fix it. The money. So next thing you know, you start realizing, whoa, wait a minute now. Whoa, my bank account's going down to nothing. I mean, you still have something, but it's going down. It's going really down. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. And then next thing you know, another tragic event happens in our life. And you say, no, I can't do it. Well, guess what? Block. You don't hear from her no more. And she moves on to the next person. Or the person she's been talking to has been sending her money, but hasn't said no yet. But I honestly feel that a lot of men not thinking with this head, they're thinking with the other one, okay? They want to fix it. I'll fix it. I don't care how much it costs. I'm going to fix this. And then they're the first ones to cry, I've been scammed. This bitch took my money. Nah, she didn't want to take it. She asked for it, and you were more than willing, blindly going, I'll fix it. Because come on, man. Let's be honest. Man. Would you do that in the States? To somebody? Okay, you're living in North Carolina, and this woman starts talking to you in California. Would you do the same thing? Would you do the same thing? Yeah, there's times in between there where they do certain things. Like they'll be talking on the phone, all of a sudden a nip slip, okay? Or, I'll be right back, and they get up and their shorts are looking really good on them, okay? Or that shirt is really real and it ain't wearing nothing underneath it. Because they know what works for you. They know what works for your average American man, okay? They're looking at a beautiful woman, exotic, with brown skin, beautiful brown skin, and they're like, wow, she's talking to me. She says she loves me. I mean, I can understand. But when me and Miles started talking to each other back in 2014, I said to myself, and I was coming out of a bad relationship, okay? I was in a relationship 10 years prior to talking to her. And I just basically told her, I'm just looking for somebody to talk to on a friend. She never asked me for money. But I'll be honest with you, talking to other guys that I know with the company that I was working for, they fell victim, okay? A lonely truck driver fell victim. And I listened to those stories and I was like, oh, I hope to God that never happens to me. So, everything that they told me, I kept in the back of my head. No, I'm not perfect, okay? Because I'm pretty sure that I didn't listen to other people with first-hand experience, I would have done the same thing. Well, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Of course, I had kids, and I had a younger daughter who was going through some stuff, and I was all fix it to my daughter. You know how that is. But and then no, that was my job. I was a father. Dad has to do that, right? I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that's what was my mindset at the time. But you got people, man, that just they're ready to throw everything into the pot. But they're the first ones to whine and cry when they find out you've been scammed. Oh, I've been scammed. I've been scammed. Oh, I'm the victim. Dude, you open that door up by running your mouth and telling people, I'm rich. I got this and I got that. You know what I told Miles? I'm just a hardworking man. I'm just a working person trying to get by. That's what I told him. I never told about any houses I had. Not that I didn't trust her. I didn't know. I didn't know who she was. Just be honest. And now, what? 6, 8 years later, we're married. And we're living in a beautiful home in the Philippines. There is good story. There is good ending stories, And I've never been any more happier here. Oh, I'm sure I have my bad days. I'm like, patience. Oh, patience. I gotta learn patience. Everybody knows what I mean. You gotta learn patience. A lot of it. But that's what I'm just saying, man. A lot of guys you got nobody to blame but yourself. And you can't blame anybody. No, she's scamming me. So you're telling me you're in your 50s, maybe in your 60s, and you let 20-year-old take your money. Okay. And I know I'm gonna get flack for this. Well, why are you saying that? Let's be honest, man. You go online, you start running your mouth about things, and I'm rich, and I own this, and I own that. You open the door. They see opportunity, they're gonna take it. Not everybody in the world is honest, and when dishonest people see opportunity, they're gonna take it, and you gave it to them. Got nobody buying yourself. And I'm not missing Illinois. I see it all the time. I hear about it all the time. I mean, there's girls here, but I could ask, oh, you know any American men? No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I don't want to get involved. Because I don't know that person. I don't know what they're all about. And I'm not going to be, dude, I'm not getting involved with that. All right, man. I think I said enough, and I hope I didn't piss people off. I'm just being. You all be good. Take care of yourself. Peace out. Love you. Be good. Bye.